This is the video for making butter-rich pastry using a machine. So first off, we have our butter, which has been cubed and is at room temperature. We have our egg, which is 21 degrees. We have our sugar, and we have our flour, which has been sieved twice. We also have a mixing bowl, paddle attachments, and guard. So the first thing that we need to do is add the butter. We'll also be adding the sugar. And then we will place it onto the machine. Attach the paddle and then the guard. And then to start off, we're going to mix it just on speed 1. We'll do this initially for 30 seconds or so. Once the butter has started to break up a little bit, then we will put it onto speed 2. We are looking to just mix the sugar and the butter together. We're not looking to cream it together, but we are looking for it to be nice and combined. We're not looking for any kind of aeration. So once that has mixed for a minute or two, once all the lumps are broken up, we need to stop the machine and scrape down the bowl. Just scrape off any lumps off the mixing bowl. And then just scrape around the bowl, make sure that everything is off the bottom and there are no lumps of solid butter anywhere. Then we'll put it back on, and the next stage is to add our egg slowly. So I'm going to start to add the egg in small amounts. I'm going to mix it until it is combined in, and then I will add the next amount. Once the egg is added, we will scrape down the bowl again. So dismantle the mixer. Again, scrape off any lumps or anything that's attached to the paddle. And then all of this butter around the bowl we need to scrape up. And then we can put it back onto the machine. We're going to mix it for a little bit longer, and then we'll add our flour. Okay, so we're going to add our flour now. All in one go. Put the guard back on. We're going to put the speed onto speed 1. And we're going to turn it on. This will start to bring the dough together. Make sure the machine is on speed 1, otherwise the flour will jump out of the bowl. If we mix it on speed 2 or over mix this mix, the gluten will be developed too much. Okay, so it hasn't quite come together. I'm going to finish it off on the table. We've just got to that texture, so not quite mixed in, but nearly there, but not quite. And we're just going to get all of the contents. So scrape everything off the paddle that you can. And then we're going to take everything out, pop it onto the table. If we do overmix this, and it spends too much time in the mixer, we're going to overdevelop the gluten in the pastry, and it will become rubbery and tight, which we don't want in the final product. So we're going to get all this together, and we're just going to start to work it into a clear dough. Once we've made that clear dough, we're then going to allow it to rest for 10 to 15 minutes, so allow the gluten to relax. Just knead it a couple of times. Don't need to do this process too much. We want to keep the structure. Don't want to overheat it. There we have nice dough, and flatten into a disc like that. So not too thick, at that kind of thickness. And then I'm going to rest it in the fridge for around 15 minutes, just wrapped up in paper. That'll go into the fridge for 15 minutes now.